Hello, John Dilworth here, and we move on. We're going to do scene 32. We're starting this scene now, and we have our friend, the policeman. He's reacting from the previous scene, right? And he does this amazing take. We're going to work on that, and then he blasts off as another take. It just disappears. So we got to let's find his reference for this guy. And the reference would have to come from a previous shot. Let's say this. Here's a good drawing. All we have really is the back of him. You see this. You can see this here. I hope you can. And so he's got this belt and this big thing here. So I'll just work on this, right? So this piece is going to be here on this side. So let's try to work on that now. We got this little thing, this little drawing. And what do we have? So he's standing here. Let's block him out, just roughly, just to get a sense of, right? Let's just get a sense of what's what. We can do him here, right? And of course, his hat, we want to make sure he's got his hat. And he's holding his flashlight, and this hand will be here, right? His flashlight will be here, and in this shot, he's just going to drop it. He's just going to drop the flashlight. That's going to be a separate bit of action, right? So I'm going to do this in red, and then maybe I'll jump over, right, to green or blue, right? So where do we want a horizon? So he's in the middle of the street, perspective, let's get those lines. And then we have in the background stuff like this, right? I'll define that. And then our trees, we're just going to put in random, what are these things anyway? Trunks, tree trunks. Let's put in random stuff like this. And Vicky Vo, oh, I got to show you. Maybe I'll do a special video just on the progress of the scene. I think it's scene 3, with all of them are in the tent, and it was really exciting process to develop the atmosphere of this tent environment with Vicky Vo, because we're on an adventure. We don't know. We don't have all the answers. It's always about discovery. You do a little bit, you find out what's happening, right? All right, so now we have our guy. Now he's terrified, because we just had the Big Marge look. And we don't have to be absolutely accurate at this stage because he's so far away. But we know that we want to change his forehead because the eyebrows is so important, and his hat could be back on his head a little bit more, and we just see the top like that. It could be something like this. Don't worry, we could always. And his expression is holy, right? Remember his ears? And this is just a rough thing, and that chin. Because I will refine it. What we're doing is just trying to get a sense of pose to start this whole thing. And his belt, right, his belt will be on the other side because his big-ass weapon, right, is going to be here. How do I get this? That's almost even funnier. Oh, it looks naughty, doesn't it? It does. It looks naughty. God damn it, we can't have that. Well, that's why we're not doing, this is not a kid's film. But I bet you a lot will watch it. I hope so. Because it would be funny. All right, so there's his little hand, right? We're just going to do that. And this one, he's holding this. I know, so the process is just like this. And I'm going to explore every one of these. Well, these are going to be easy. But it's this one, and then how do we animate this lovely smoke? Now, the timing of these things happens like this. I hope we could all see these. Where are we? Scene 30, head turn, this something else. So we're here, we're down here. And this would be, and you see the timing of this thing. We've already done all the timing we need to do. So this shot here is 32A. Woohoo! That fell down. That's 32A. So this is 32A. It's only 5, 10, maybe it's 12 frames long. And then 32B, which is this scream, goes from here to here, which is what, 5, 10, 15, 20. So it's a second. And then you get this little take here, right? It's in this little block. And then he lifts off. And this is a new scene. So it's really quite a short bit of action. But that's why the communication of these things is essential. Everything has to be clear. You know, when we're making our layouts and composing action to be absorbed by the mind that's not ever seen it before, clarity in its communication, right? So, and like I said, I will refine this. And then he has got boots, right? I remember he had boots. You know, it's a symbol somehow, a shortcut of perceived authority, right? Always, you know, think of the soldiers from other, you know, look 18th century, 16th century, all around, high boots. I guess that's to protect from the mud when they're going around in different cultures, different landscapes. Okay, so here we are. This is the guy. What kind of flashlight has he got? I think it was like this. But anyway, it has to be large and clear. And here's his arm, right? So this isn't clear, and then we'll have the effects of the light. So this is basically what's happening here. And it doesn't need any shadows because the moon is up here, and you know what? It's going to be dark anyway. So I'm not doing shadows because, you know, a little shadow like that. Is that helpful? We could do it. We haven't done it. Well, maybe we'll do it. All right. So there's a layout. Now, on another layout, I don't know if we have the time. I don't want to make these things super long. So I don't know if we could see him, but I'm going to keep this here. He's going to have this kind of mouth. And he's here, right? So we know we're going to do the squash and stretch, anticipation. But now we have all this room, right? Let's see if we could do something. All I remember is Robert Bob Clampett, and his takes with especially Daffy Duck, which killed me. Daffy Duck is like my, I don't know what, he's sort of like a god. You know, we create the gods. So he's been created, and I take him on because it just speaks to me. We can do a thing about what cartoon characters can do for us. But like everything else, one has to be open-minded and realize it's play. So I don't like that mouth because it's too narrow. Where's the scream? So let's try that again. Okay, we'll just do this and then we'll move on. Let me just erase this, start again. We just start again. And now we can start with another, right? You know the sound of that? That means we're getting ready for some action. And I like using all my pencils to the lowest bit because I'm just oriented to conserve. And I've got this little device to help extend that. Now I can just, no worries. Huh? Okay, so let's try this again. So we want room, right, to scream. So what if it's just the mouth then? What if it's just his mouth? We're going to make the teeth smaller, right, to give him room. And we just make up the teeth. And I love crooked teeth. I mean, life, really, nothing is straight. Things are straight, you know, it's deliberately done. You know, you get your teeth whitened, you get them fixed, you get them straight. For what? What does that mean? Why? Teeth are teeth. You can have nice teeth. You can take care of your teeth so they don't fall out, right? But otherwise, everything else is artifice. Doesn't make sense to me. So here he is. I think we did it. And what's wrong with just a little bit of going bananas here? And did you see his foot? His feet will be here. Let me see. What should it be? A hat? Does that? Look at this man. Oh, let me see. What else did we do here? We did a tongue and the inside. So we can do that. And we'll put in gums. And what I like doing is getting you to go inside the mouth, right? So maybe it's like a whale. I don't know where that... I've never seen the inside of a whale's mouth, but perhaps it's Pinocchio that did this to me. And my dear friends, that will be that. The rest, he goes back to that, but this will be on the ground. And he just... So, there it is. We are getting ready to animate scene 32. So this is scene 32. Next time, stay animated.